From showing the Mystic Man's comeback after a nasty injury in 2021, to UFC fans going crazy on social media about the upcoming release, here's how Conor McGregor's new documentary might be able to save his career. It looks like Conor McGregor is set to make his comeback. Yep, you heard that right. One of MMA's biggest stars is making a comeback after a gnarly injury sidelined him in 2021. And get this, he thought his MMA career was done after that last fight against Dustin Poirier. That's some serious stuff, which is probably why Netflix is dropping a documentary series called McGregor Forever. In the trailer, Conor spills the beans that he didn't think he'd ever get to fight again, but now he's ready to get back in the octagon and take on Michael Chandler in the 31st season of The Ultimate Fighter. It's going to be epic. Conor announced it himself on social media, so you know it's legit. And he's even got a tagline for the series: the only place to hear my true story, which is only getting started. UFC fans are definitely excited for Conor's return, and who wouldn't be? Conor McGregor just shared a sneak peek of his new Netflix documentary, and it's got UFC fans everywhere pumped. The docuseries is a 4-part fly-on-the-wall series that gives you an inside look at the life of the famous fighter. Conor teased the documentary on Twitter and broke the good news to his 9.9 million followers that they'll be the first to hear his true story. The trailer itself shows McGregor lying in a hospital bed after fracturing his left leg during the UFC 264 match against Poirier. But after being knocked down, he went into a different mode. Conor credits his adrenaline for keeping him going. That said, the documentary is definitely shaping up to be something, all thanks to the people working on it behind the scenes who are just as talented. The series is co-directed by Gautam Chopra, the co-founder of the production company Religion of Sports, alongside Tom Brady and Michael Strahan. He's been teasing the documentary since 2018, and the Netflix crew has been following him around ever since. The series is all about McGregor's life and career, but it's not just about the past. The show will also dive into what's motivating McGregor to make his big comeback this year. Chopra says that working with him was unlike anything he's ever experienced before. According to one of his trainers, Conor is apparently an entirely unreasonable man, but that's what makes him so fascinating to watch. You never know what he's going to do next. So if you're a fan of McGregor or just love crazy stories, you definitely don't want to miss this one. The man has had quite an impressive career already. He's a 2-weight champion in the UFC, which means he held titles in 2 different weight classes at the same time, and let me tell you, that's no small feat. With his cocky attitude and fearless style, it's no wonder he's one of the most popular fighters in the game. Plus, he's a total boss in the business world too. He found proper number 12 Irish whiskey, which is pretty darn cool. But that's not all. His boxing match against Floyd Mayweather in 2017 was the second most bought pay-per-view in combat sports history. And don't forget about his 2018 UFC fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. This dude knows how to put on a show, that's for sure. So it makes sense that he's getting his own Netflix documentary series, which is going to be executive produced by some seriously big names. This includes director and actor Peter Berg, McGregor's manager at Paradigm Sports, and Adi Attar. That said, Mystic Man has declared that his career is McGregor forever, and he doesn't want anyone to forget it. It's been over 2 years since McGregor has been in action. He's fully recovered from his injury now and is expected to make his UFC comeback in late 2023. So it looks like we have a lot to look forward to from the Notorious One. Conor McGregor's team up with Netflix is definitely set to bring us some seriously awesome entertainment. You might remember the 2017 documentary about McGregor called Conor McGregor Notorious. Well, that gem gave us an all-access pass to the man's life for 4 years. Fans got to see everything, from his humble beginnings living in his parents' spare room to his legendary UFC championship victories. It was so good that people from all over the globe couldn't get enough of it, and it racked up tons of views. In fact, it made a whopping $364,000 in Ireland alone after it was released on November 1st, 2017. It even became the most successful Irish documentary of all time. Now that's pretty insane, and it sets a high bar for what they have in store for fans next. And McGregor knows it. He's been keeping us all on the edge of our seats with his social media game, dropping hints about new projects and leaving us to wonder what's next for him. You've got to gotta admit, it seems like this Netflix documentary could be the perfect opportunity for McGregor to look back on his incredible journey. Or maybe he's more interested in focusing on what's happening in his life right now. Either way, McGregor's fans are going to be all over this. This guy has shown time and time again that he's got the dedication, willpower, and self-belief to overcome anything, and I mean anything. Even when things get a little controversial and tough, the fighter has proven himself to be an absolute beast in the ring. Whether we get a prequel, a sequel, or something totally different, this new documentary is bound to be a hit. Personally, I'm excited to get a peek into McGregor's early years, but hey, we'll have to wait and see what direction they decide to take with it. One thing's for sure, McGregor's story is far from over, and this Netflix documentary is going to be one for the books, and his fans are counting the days until its release. It's no secret that the famous sports superstar has always been a hot topic due to his devoted fan base and amazing skills. So when news of a new Netflix documentary about him came out in 2022, fans went wild with excitement. With McGregor's much-awaited return to the octagon in late 2023 against Michael Iron Chandler, the upcoming release of his documentary has only added fuel to the fire. McGregor's constant sneak peeks shared on his Instagram have caused a wave of anticipation among his fans. And let me tell you, fans on social media are dying to know more about the 4-part documentary series on Netflix. And did you know that McGregor himself is serving as an executive producer for the documentary? Now this adds an extra layer of intrigue and spice to this already highly anticipated event. With exclusive behind-the-scenes footage and insights, this documentary is one that can't be missed for all fans of the superstar fighter. And you might want to mark your calendars, because the 4-part series is set to release very soon. The popular sports icon is all prepped and set to release his 3rd documentary. This time around, the documentary seems to focus on his terrible leg break during his fight in July 2021. A new graphic slow-motion video that McGregor shared on Twitter gives us a glimpse of his initial feelings after the incident. McGregor has previously produced 2 documentaries, Notorious and Conor McGregor Notorious, which gave fans a closer look at his life before his victory over Eddie Alvarez in 2017. Now McGregor has revealed that his brand new documentary series, McGregor Forever, will be released on Netflix on the 17th of May. It's not a long wait, now is it? The documentary is the only place where the fighter has laid out his true story for the world to see and bear witness. Now this is giving me goosebumps, so get ready to witness the return of the champ. That's how Conor McGregor's new documentary might just save his career.